Are you Ms. Lopez or Ms. Nicole Laurie?
Nicole Lowry.
Good afternoon, Ms. Laurie.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon, Your Honor. I'm counsel for Ms. Lowry.
Yeah, see that. All right, let's, we're gonna wait on the, what is Ms. Laurie's pleasure?
Your Honor, we would be requesting to plead no contest as charged.
All right, you sure you don't want to trial date?
Your Honor, I'd actually spoken to the officer prior to the ticket being issued, so this is kind of what we agreed on. So she'll be
Okay.
taking responsibility for it.
Good afternoon, Ms. Lopez, or Mr. Lopez.
Good afternoon.
How's it going?
Good, and yourself?
Very well.
That's good.
And, Mr. Armando Lopez.
Did Attorney General meet?
No. Just, no, nobody's on here, right?
She's gonna ask for adjournment. I have no objections.
All right, Mr. Lopez, we're waiting on the city, for your house counsel, but, and you have a right to speak with, him, who's gonna be Mr. Warbling today, if you want to regard this matter, but the offer here is to plead to blocking traffic and dismiss the other two counts. That's gonna be a $175 fine, and I will, give you some time to pay if it's necessary.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Do you want to take that deal, sir, when we get ready going?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Norris Lester. He doesn't hear me that good. All right, so as soon as the court reporter gets on, we will get going. All right, who's on? Mr. Lester, I have you checked in. Who's on the iPhone? It's two iPhones. Who can, on the iPhone now that can hear me? Can you unmute yourself, please? What's your name?
Jose Gutierrez.
Okay, I got you, Mr. Gutierrez. And who's on the other iPhone?
Robert Glenn.
Mr. Robert Glenn. All right. Did I get you, Mr. Robert Glenn? Can you, let me make sure I got you. Say something, please.
I'm present.
Afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. All right, we can get going. Mr. Warbling's here. So first I have, This is the City of Detroit versus Nicole Marie Laurie, case number SP 117002991. Appearance for the record, please.
Plead no contest.
Hang on, Nicole.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Ashley Duplessis, P82896, on behalf of Ms. Lowry. And we are waiving our right to appear in person today so that we may settle this matter by Zoom. Nicole, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Nicole Marie Lowry.
Right, so we talked about the offer, well, it's no reduced charge. We talked about the case off record and the charge is allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'll let you take that plea under a 3-month delay. I'll take it one step further. When you pay the $240, I'll dismiss it immediately upon payment. So your lawyer can tell you that's a good deal. It's not going to get misdemeanor on your record. You want to take that deal now?
Yes.
Or can you raise your, are you laying down now?
No. Well, yes, kind of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We need to sit up. All right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down, ma'am. You know that this maximum penalty for this fine, for this misdemeanor is 93 days in jail and or up to $500 in fine, correct?
Yes, I do.
And you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter, correct?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, I do.
And has anybody offered you anything other, well, nobody, you don't have anything because you're completely straight up, but as far as the sentence is concerned, has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
Okay, ma'am, let me draw your attention to March 2nd, 2021 at around 2:03 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Plymouth and Evergreen, ma'am. Ma'am, hold on a second, sir. Ma'am, did you rent or have in your possession, or was a car rented to you, a 2020 Toyota gray in color?
Yes, it was.
And did you allow somebody to drive that vehicle, ma'am?
Unfortunately, yes.
And did you know that person didn't have a driver's license when you allowed him to drive that vehicle?
I did not know that.
I figured we were going to have this problem.
Your Honor, may I volunteer her a bit?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Nicole, when you allowed the vehicle to be taken out of your possession, did you verify that he had a driver's license?
I swear he did. And it was kind of like more of him trying to make me do
Nicole,
it.
can you just answer the question? Did you verify?
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna set a trial date. I understand that you had it thing worked out, but I just can't take the deal if that's one of the main components. It's one of the hardest things to prove on the prosecutor's standpoint is that she knew that this person didn't have a driver's license.
No, I thought he did.
Nicole,
I
let the
thought he
judge
did.
speak. Stop speaking.
Okay.
All right.
Apologies for that, Your Honor.
Pardon me?
Apologies for that, Your Honor.
Not a problem. You know, I mean, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your client. You can speak that over with her. And then we
Okay.
can get, unless you just want me to set this trial date now.
I'll go over it with her briefly and see if we can come up with a resolution.
At least
If
so she
not,
can understand, at least so she can understand what's going on.
yes, absolutely.
All right. All right. Let's call this case of Armando Lopez.
Can we get everyone to mute their devices, please, for the record?
Can you mute your device? Who's that? The LG Stylo 6. What's your name, sir? Sir, with the LG Stylo 6. What's your name, sir?
Demetrius Taylor.
Demetrius what?
Demetrius Taylor.
I can't hear the last name.
Taylor.
Demetrius Taylor, it sounds like you're in the wrong courtroom.
Oh, well, this is the
Let me
courtroom. This is the number that they gave me because I didn't know how to join this.
Taylor is your last name?
This string. Yes, sir.
Spell your first name.
Demetrius.
You have a middle name, sir?
Morrell. Muarell.
All right, you're gonna be with Judge Millicent Sherman. Can you get him the number, please?
Yes, Your Honor. It's 360-437-0000.
Hold on.
Get that, sir?
360. I didn't get it right.
437 0000. 437 0000.
Okay.
All right. Have a great day, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Why am I not seeing Armando? This is the city of Detroit versus Armando Ramon Lopez, case numbers SP 1171374, counts 1, 2, and 3. You can put your appearance on the record, Mr. Warbling, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. May it please this honorable court, Attorney Ben Warbling, P64889 on behalf of Mr. Lopez.
So, Mr. Lopez, we discussed off the record that you would have an offer in here to plead responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic, and the other two matters will be dismissed. You indicated that you would take that deal. I'll fine you $175. You still want to take that deal, sir? You want to speak to the lawyer, or you want to set a trial date?
No, I would take that, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. Can you raise your right hand, please, Mr. Lopez? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Counsel, will you stipulate to the base of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
Yes, we will, Your Honor.
And, sir, since your counsel made that stipulation, I'm going to find you responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic, sir. And I am going to fine you $175. With stipulation of probable cause, counsel, I'll dismiss the other two matters.
You so stipulate, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lopez, when can you pay?
I could actually pay that today.
Very well, sir. I'm going to put in the system that you'll have this paid by tomorrow at the latest, just to give you, if you have any technical difficulties. So I'm going to put August 27, 2021. If you find yourself in a position where you can't get that paid by tomorrow, so you're gonna definitely need to zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time. You know how to pay that, sir, online?
No, sir, I do not.
So you go to 36districtcourt.org, or you can go to any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can come down to the court and pay that in person.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, Mr. Lopez, if there's nothing further, you have a great day, sir.
You too.
All right. Mrs. Duplessis, what is your client gonna do, ma'am?
Your Honor, I did speak with her again regarding the facts and circumstances of the case. If you would allow it, she would like to plead no contest. I do think there is a risk of civil liability here. And if you read the notes and remarks on the ticket, I think you might agree with that. So if you would allow it, we could plead to the face of the ticket, no contest.
All right, so I already swore your client in. So, Counselor, I will accept that no contest plea, and I do understand that there may be some civil liability. I did read the face of the ticket, so I see where that would be warranted. So if your client will plead to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop, I will accept your client's no contest plea.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna find your, as a purpose of the no contest plea is like your attorney said, for civil liability, ma'am. But for the court's purposes, it's gonna enter in as a guilty plea. So we're still gonna go with the 3-month delay on the allowing. And I will still grant you the opportunity to dismiss upon payment. I'm going to put in here November 24th to pay by, but I suggest, ma'am, that you get this paid sooner rather than later.
How much?
$240, ma'am.
I can pay that today.
All right, if you pay it today, it'll be dismissed upon payment.
Okay.
All right. If there's no further questions, ma'am and Ms. Duplessis, then you guys have a very good day.
You as well. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well. All right. All right, let's look at Mr. Norris here. Counselor, it seems like your client is charged with at least one count of open intox in a motor vehicle. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Norris, Neville, Lester. Case numbers SP 11702271, SP 11702671, SP 11702672. These cases are in warrant status, Counselor, at SP 769658, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Warbling on behalf of Mr. Lester.
Hello.
Okay, so I have an offer here to plead to the amended count. Who's that making that noise? I have the offer here to plead to the amended count of open intox passenger. The only issue with that is, Mr. Lester, is that you have the original charge of intox driver is a 2-point offense. You have some background. Who's up there walking? You have some background noise, Mr. Lester?
No, that's just the AC.
All right. So the only problem is that you got an open intox driver with a misdemeanor, and 2-point offense. Open intox passenger is a misdemeanor and is a 2-point offense. That's the offer. To plead to that, I'll fine you $240 for that. And then plead to a failure to display. We're gonna have to. we're gonna have to do something about the extra noise.
I think Mr. King Moji muted.
All right, I think it's Mr. Lester.
I don't have anything on. You want me to turn the AC off?
I'm gonna mute you until it's time for you to speak. Well, it's about time for you to speak. Stan, I have another issue about the driver's license. They're offering you a failure to display. That's a 0-point offense. It is a misdemeanor, and it is going to generate a 30-day harsh suspension on your license. But then all the other matters will be dismissed. So it'll be $480 a day. I can put you in a breakout room with Mr. Warbling so you can discuss the matter, or you can take the deal, or we can set a trial date. What would you like to do? Now you have to unmute yourself.
Can I speak with them for a second?
Certainly.
Yes.
Put you in a breakout room. All right, now I have 2 iPhones. And I know that one was probably Mr. Gutierrez and Mr. Gutierrez and who's King Moji? You got to unmute yourself, sir.
Yes, I'm sorry. I guess I have to change my name on my phone. That's Maurice Gibson. I'm so sorry about that.
All right, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Judge.
All right, give me the iPhones again. One at a time, please.
Maurice Gibson.
No, I have you.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself.
Robert Blair.
Jose Gutierrez.
All right, let me make sure this is right.
Robert Glenn.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Glenn, do you have, no, Mr. Gutierrez, do you have proof of vaccination and things of that nature?
We have proof of the rabies shots and I think the dog license, but I think we don't have proof of vaccinations.
If you have the dog license, then you have the dog license?
I think the dog license, we lost the dog back in January when we found him. They gave us the rabies shot with his dog license.
And you have that?
Yes, I do.
All right, that should look at, the prosecutor should look at that. Mr. Glenn, do you have any registration and insurance?
Yes, sir, I do.
Can you provide proof of that?
Yes, I have it in my hand right now, but I can send it wherever it needs to go.
If you can get that to me, I'm gonna put my email address in the chat.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
All right, I'll put my email address in the chat. I see you're working, so the quicker you can get that to me, the quicker we can get this done.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna step outside. Sorry about walking.
Don't be sorry about working.
I said walking. I was walking through the plant. Okay, so you say just send it to your email?
You see the email address in the chat there?
I'm trying to get to it right now. This is my first time doing any Zoom anything, so I'm trying to figure it out. Yes, I see the chat. And I think I see your email.
Mr. Warbling, what do we got
Yes,
with
sir.
Mr. Lester?
We have concluded that, Your Honor, he does not know how to leave the breakout room. He did not see that blue button, so he's going to need some assistance.
Figured it out. All right. Mr. Lester Warbling, we're back on the record with Mr. Norris Lester. We are giving you the opportunity to speak with the attorney in the breakout room. And have you come up with the resolution, or what do you want to do?
You're right. He wishes to waive his rights, and he wants to take advantage of the resolution.
All right, Mr. Lester, is that correct, sir?
Yes, it is, sir.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, you understand that the maximum penalty is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, correct?
Yes.
You understand you have a right to a trial, is that correct?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, let me draw your attention, sir, to way back in December 16th, 2017. Mr. Warbling, you sure your client doesn't want a trial date?
He has remained steadfast, Your Honor, that he wants to take advantage of this offer.
I mean, that's the day you said that I got the ticket, right?
Yes, December, let's go back. No, November 16th, 2017, at around 1:19 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Greenfield and Schoolcraft, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by Detroit police officers?
Yes.
Were you operating a 2001 GMC?
Yes, sir.
And in that GMC, did you have some open alcohol in that vehicle?
Yes.
And what did you have, sir?
Well, it was an open beer container in the back of the cup holder, in the back seat cup holder.
Did that vehicle did that open beer, and did that have alcohol in it?
It was beer.
It was beer in the container, correct?
Actually, I'm not even. Yes, I would say it had to be something in there because he said it was open alcohol, but I didn't. It was in the back seat, so I didn't know.
Well, I don't think knowing is a requirement, is it, Mr. Warbling? I think this requires just that it was open in alcohol and was actually alcohol in that can, though. It had to be alcohol in that can, and it had to be open.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, that's.
Is that your understanding?
Judge, I think it's
Yeah.
the requirement is at least a constructive possession. So
right,
we'd stipulate for purposes of the plea that it was an open container in the rear cup holder that had some beer in it.
All right. Well, I've tried to give you an opportunity to take it to trial, but let's say that I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of open intox passenger. I'm going to fine you $240 for that. And let me draw your attention to the same date and time, on that day, did the officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
Yeah, I gave him, I had my ID on. I only had jogging pants on. And I gave him the ID to show who I was.
I didn't ask about ID, sir. I asked.
No, I couldn't. No, sir. You're correct.
And why couldn't you do that, sir?
As I explained it, all I had was that because I had lost everything.
Okay, so you didn't have your driver's license on your possession, is that correct?
Yes.
That's all we need, sir. That's I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm going to find you 240 in that. With the stipulation of probable cause, counselor, I'll dismiss the other 4 charges.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
I will waive the warrant fees, but I'm going to hold you responsible to pay the reinstatement fees. The only thing I'm concerned about is the $240 charges a day, the $480. How would you want to pay that, sir?
Well, I just got a job that I start Tuesday. So if I can just have a little time, I can have it paid.
You started a job Tuesday, I'll give you 60 days, October 25th. Is that going to be enough time?
Yes, sir.
2021. Sir, if you can't get it paid by then, you need to zoom back in to see if the court can give you some more time. I don't want this to become a situation where it goes into more penalties and fees and puts another warrant out for your arrest. All right?
Thank you, sir. Yes.
Have a great day, sir.
You do the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. So I just paid, you say 480 by the 25th of October, right?
October, yes. Then you're going to have to, before you get a license, though, you're going to have to pay those reinstatement fees.
Yes.
I just remind you of the reinstatement fees. That's not going to be a part of this record here. That's going to be on your you should pay those.
Right. Understood. Understood.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go with Mr. Who's next? Mr. Castro, Gutierrez Castro. Can we get did you send me anything with that, Mr. Gutierrez Castro? Did you send me anything about those dogs, about the licenses?
No, I didn't.
Can you do that?
Yes, I can. Where do I send it to?
I'm gonna send my information in the chat, my email address. It's in the chat. Counselor, good afternoon.
Your Honor, does he have retained counsel?
Good afternoon.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. Who are you here for, Counselor?
Good afternoon. I'm actually here for Jamari Grubbs, who is scheduled for tomorrow at 10:30.
Okay.
And it's on an open intox case. To be honest, I'm going through each of his cases, trying to find the specific ticket.
Well, let me stop. Jamari Robs wouldn't be in this courtroom.
Grubbs.
Grubbs?
Yep.
Okay,
It's
that
Jamari, last name Grubbs, Grubbs. He's scheduled for 10:30 tomorrow.
And I don't have anything on the docket for 10:30 tomorrow. Grubbs, and what's the first name?
Jamari. I've looked up all of his tickets are spelled under Jamari. I know Frank Murphy has spelled his name Jamri, but it's supposed to be Jamari.
And it's Gribbs?
Grubbs.
Disorderly conduct, open alcohol. Looks like he
Yeah.
pled on. Looks like he pled on the open alcohol.
He pled on everything, but we did not have, because there was a felony attached. There was a felony case. He was arrested on a CCW and given a separate ticket for the, I believe that it was open intox.
Looks like he pled on the open intox.
And we couldn't resolve that. We resolved all of his other cases. And so
He pled guilty on the open intox on 6/25/2021.
I apologize. It is the disorderly conduct. I'm sorry. I just looked at my notes again.
All right, he's scheduled, I see here at 10:30. I don't see him. I don't know why it's not on the docket for 10:30, but he's here. What would you like to do, Counselor?
Well, I've been, I was texting with APA Goss, and he has no objection to an adjournment of tomorrow's hearing because the felony matter has been put out until September 21st. We had set it for tomorrow thinking that the felony would be resolved, but it hasn't been. And
what date would you like?
Oh,
Yes.
let me see. How about, I'm trying to think, if we've got it out for September 21st, could we go into the beginning of October?
Okay, let me grab the file and we'll take care of that. Let's get some of these other people out of here. Who are we discussing, Mr. Warling? Mr. Gutierrez, I'm waiting on some documents. I see Ms. Oppenheimer is on here with her hand raised. I'm gonna check. I got Mr. Brett Leonard. Let's see. This is Oppenheimer and Jennifer Mead. Oh, that's you, Counselor. Let's see. 6. All right, let's see what Mr. Leonard just has a speeding ticket. I think we can take care of that. Hold on a second. All right, let's call the case. City of Detroit versus Brett Lee Leonard, case number SP 1166987, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Leonard, are you there? If you're there, you got to unmute yourself.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Leonard, there's an offer here in the file, and that is to plead to the amended count of a limited access 60 and a 55 and dismiss the other count of driving while license suspended. That limited access is an abstractable offense, even though it carries no points. That will abstract to the Secretary of State. Is a civil infraction, and I will fine you $125, sir. You can take it to trial. You can speak to Mr. Warling, the House Counsel, to get some more insight on this if you're necessary, or you can take the deal. What would you like to do?
So the deal is I plead to a 6 and a 10, and no, the driving unsuspended is dismissed.
You plead to a limited access 60 and a 55, so that's like a 1 to 5 over. That limited access doesn't carry any points, but it does abstract to the Secretary of State.
I'll take the deal.
All right, can you raise your right hand, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, Mr. Warbling, will your client stipulate to the base of the ticket to form a factual basis for the stop?
We will for that purpose, Your Honor.
Okay, for that matter, I'm going to find you responsible, sir, for the limited access. $60 and a $55, and with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other matter.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna fine you $125, sir. When can you pay it?
Can I pay by card?
Certainly. When can you pay it by card? Today?
It'd be Friday. Can we do it by Friday? I get paid Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put in there the 3rd of September. If you can't pay it by the 3rd of September, sir, you need to zoom back in and find some more time. I don't want you to mess this deal up.
I ain't gonna mess you up. Just tell me, what was the 125, right?
125. You can pay it at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit. You can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org, or you can pay it here at the courthouse.
All right, cool. Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
You as well.
Trying to find for the attorney.
The attorney, we're looking for Mr. We are looking for Mr. What's your client's name, Ms. Mead?
Jamari Grubbs.
Grubbs, Jamari Grubbs, J-M-A-R-I. All right, I got a lot of hands raised. I'm looking for, I saw that Mr. Glenn sent over. Mr. Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Run Mr. Glenn's driver's license quickly, please.
I said I'm sorry.
I didn't need the driver's license, sir. I don't know if that's any.
Well, I said that because I got 3 tickets that day. It was no registration, no proof of insurance, and I didn't have the clearance on my driver's license. And I sent you everything I had. I guess since I was rushing to come in to work today, I left my insurance paper in my car, so I didn't send you that, but I sent you everything else I had.
Want to come back on another day, sir? When you get all those documents?
Well, the only document I didn't send you was the insurance, and it's in the car. I can come back if that's best, but I just want to make sure we get it taken care of.
It may get better. I don't know if it will get better for you, but it may get better. What's the status of your license now? Do you know?
It's good. That was the driver's license I sent you. That was the paper from the Secretary of State that I went and picked up yesterday with my clearance, and my driver's license is valid now. So everything about the case that happened with me is valid. The insurance is valid, the registration is valid, and my driver's license is valid.
All right, I suggest you, all right, we're going to dismiss it, sir.
Okay, thank you.
We're going to dismiss it. Now, let's call the case. Let's call the case of Robert James Glenn II. Case numbers SP 1191863, counts 1, 2, and 3, and SP 1191861. I do see that you have a valid driver's license, sir. You gave me a valid registration. I'm going to accept the fact that you say that you got insurance, and I'm going to take it that you do, because at least you wouldn't have been able to get the registration on 5/6/2022 when you did. I don't know. I mean 2021 when you did. I don't know if that insurance is valid now or not, but I'm just going to accept that as the truth, and I'm going to dismiss the matters because you provided valid documentation.
Thank you.
All right, let me see if you have any other. All right. Nothing else pending, so dismiss provided valid docs, sir. If there's nothing further, sir, you have a great day.
Thank you. You do the same.
Thank you, Your Honor.
We're waiting on Mr. Gutierrez's documents about his dog, and then let's see who we have else over here.
Excuse me?
Mr. Maurice Gibson.
I think I just sent the documents. I think you should have got them in your email.
All right, let's call Mr. Gibson, and I'll wait when those documents pop up.
Yes, Judge.
All right. This is going to be a long one here. Is your middle name Dion, sir?
I don't have a middle name, no, just Maurice Gibson.
All right, let's see then. 6/30/1991.
Yes.
All right, so it's not going to be as long as I thought. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Maurice Gibson, case number SP 103-14441, SP 103-14571, SP 1149273, counts 1 and 2, and SP 11720-801. Appearance for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ben Werbing on behalf of Mr. Gibson.
Okay, I see that Mr. Gibson has paid a related civil infraction of limited access 6 to 10 as it relates to the first cases that are in warrant status. So we'll recall the warrants on those. And 103-145-7. 103. Dismiss those two. But you have, we need to get you an updated offer, sir, that doesn't encompass the other tickets that you have.
Repeat that, sir.
You have some other tickets that seem like you got in the interim. And now what I'm trying to make it is a one-stop shop for you, so you don't have to come back on another court date. So we're gonna get an offer on all three of those, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the matters. I'm making note that you paid one of the related civil infractions.
Yes.
And I'm going to pass this over to the city attorney, and he's going to rewrite another offer.
Okay.
All right. Let's call the case of Jamari Grubbs, that's Jamari, Donovan, Donovan, Grubbs, Grubbs, case number SP 109-68381. Appearance for the record, please.
Jennifer Mead on behalf of Jamari Grubbs. Your Honor, my client is not present. I do waive his appearance for this hearing.
Okay. His appearance will be waived. We do understand that you have a pretrial date tomorrow and that this is a related matter to a more serious felony matter that is being adjudicated now or that is going through the system now. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
You asked for a court date, a new court date. What date was that, Ms. Mead?
If the court could go out maybe to October, I'm looking at
October 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. And could the court give me the case number?
The case number is SP 109-68381.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He's got it. If you look on the ROA, he's got on the website, he's got a lot of other obligations that he needs to pay. So
Okay,
let him know that.
I'll remind him of that.
Where's Oppenheimer?
Yes.
All right, where are you, ma'am?
Right here. Sorry.
I can't see you.
Can't
There you
see
go.
me?
I can see you now, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Very well. How are you?
Good.
Okay, this is the city of Detroit versus Kisei Oppenheimer Marquis. Did I get that right? All right,
Yep.
case number SP 11642211. This is a case of just one count of improper plate. Do you have proper plates now, ma'am?
The vehicle wasn't mine. So we
vehicle
never got it back. No.
Can you get the information from whosever vehicle it was, or what is that?
It was my mother's vehicle.
Okay, so can you get the information from your mom?
What information do you need?
I need the updated plates that the vehicle is current now.
We don't have that vehicle anymore. We never got it back. When it got impounded, we never got it back from the lot.
They impounded your vehicle for this improper plate charge?
Never got the vehicle back.
On the day you got this ticket, they impounded that vehicle?
Yes, that's correct.
You have a vehicle now?
I have my own vehicle now.
Do you have a valid driver's license, ma'am?
I believe I do, yes.
Run a driver's license.
Your Honor, may I please support Donson Goss, on behalf of the city of Detroit, P60162. Your Honor, if Ms. Oppenheimer has a valid driver's license, I'm going to dismiss this one matter.
All right. And what are you going to do if she doesn't?
Improper places. So you know what? Let's see if she has a valid driver's license, because we always try to make sure we have, get licenses, Your Honor.
All right. All right, ma'am, case dismissed.
Okay. Am I all good?
Because I thought you suffered enough for the cop taking your vehicle for improper plate. Pretty new vehicle too, a 2014. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Case dismissed, ma'am. All right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Have a great day.
You as well.
Mr. Gill? Yeah, is this a second limited access 6 to 10, or is the same one that you're talking?
No, it's his second. He paid one. Gibson. He paid one, and this is the second one. So you know you got 1 point for that one you paid, Mr. Gibson.
For the first one, I was 1 point of my license.
Yeah, when you pay those matters, when you pay it like that, you automatically assume that accept everything. You're automatically admitting guilt when if you just go ahead and pay it. But if you had a distinguished lawyer like Mr. Wortling, he could have probably worked something better out for you. But
No, I'm taking into account that he took that 1 point.
all right, the city attorney's looking. He's taking that into account, sir.
Appreciate it, because I definitely wasn't aware that I would have came in and talked to somebody and tried to work it down or work something out to avoid that situation, Judge.
Well, anytime you get a civil infraction of speeding or anything, though, you can't pay a misdemeanor. You got to come to court. So when they write it under a misdemeanor, no insurance or something like that, you got to come to court. But if it's a civil infraction, if you pay it, you're accepting all the responsibility and all the penalties that come along with it.
For my first one, that was back, I think it ended up like two years ago, something like that. And I think that was like a ticket on the freeway or something like that. And then I had went to court, and I think I didn't have on the right shirt or something like that. And the judge, anyway, to reset the date. And then once I tried to go back and then talk to the clerk to see what day my last name was on, so I could go to court, she just told me I just need to pay this first. So once I paid that, I just ended up turn the whole thing off.
Yeah. All right. Let's call let's see, I'm in the possession of some documents from Mr. Gutierrez. He had a pretty big Rottweiler there, didn't he?
I had a who?
No, I'm talking about Mr. Gutierrez.
Yes, I did.
The dog has died?
What was that?
Is the dog die? Did the dog die?
Did you say that the dog died?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
You still have the Rottweiler?
Yes, I do.
That's a pretty big dog there, isn't it?
Yes, he is.
Let's see him.
I don't have him with me at the moment. I'm at work.
Oh. So Mr. Gutierrez has provided information. He's provided, vaccine, rabies, and some other thing. And he's also rabies certificate. He's also provided City of Detroit Health Department Animal Control medical history. That's the shop record,
But not the license.
but not the license.
Yeah, I'm interested in get the actual license.
All right, sir. Mr. Gutierrez, you're gonna have to go get your dog license now,
Okay.
but he still has the nuisance charge though. But at least it'll take care of two of the tickets.
Right.
Four of the tickets. Got 2 tickets, 2 dog not licensed and 2 dog failure to vaccinate.
If I'm not mistaken, it's a 12-month delay for the nuisance charge.
And 12 months delay for the nuisance, and then if you got 2, you're asking.
Right.
All right,
come back. You know what?
Let's call the case. Did we call the case? We already called the case, didn't we?
I don't believe so, Your Honor, no.
All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Jose Gutierrez Castro. B 121418121 B12141921, B12142021, B12142121, B12142221. Mr. Gutierrez, you have some tickets that can be cleared up if you get that dog. I see you got your vaccination. Now, if you take those records, where does he need to take those?
Dante goes to the city of Detroit, Your Honor. He has to go to the city animal control department for that, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'm willing to give change my offer to a 12-month delay just for the nuisance. And under that 12-month delay, he can get the license, so he doesn't have to come back.
All right. Did you hear that, Mr. Gutierrez?
Sort of.
It's a new offer now, and that offer would be to plead to the nuisance ticket, the dog nuisance. And I'll dismiss the other tickets. That nuisance ticket will be under a 12-month delay. I'll fine you $240 for that.
Okay.
Delay, dismissed, but you're still going to need to go back and get that dog license as well. So we'll set this for a review in so many months, so that you have time to do that. You want to take that deal, or you want to go to trial, or you want to speak to Mr. Warbling?
I'll take that deal.
All right. I need to see your face, sir. Sir, you got to turn your video on. All right. Can you raise your right hand, sir? Is this Mr. Jose Gutierrez Castro right there?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Somebody's talking for you.
Yes, I'm translating for him.
We have to set another date.
All right, we're going to set another date to get you a translator.
Court approved, sure.
If you're making it out, sir, who is the young man with you?
I'm his son.
All right. Next time, sir, you're going to have to let the court know that, because you're holding yourself out as Mr. Gutierrez Castro, and you're not that person. Okay?
Yes, I understand.
I appreciate the fact that you're trying to help your dad out, and I understand that, but that's not the right way to do it. You have to identify yourself so the court knows who they're talking to. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to set this for a free trial date, and then that'll give you time to go get that dog license. You already got the vaccination. You'll get the license. I'm going to set a pre-trial date for December 21st, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Get the dog license. The deal is going to be the same. It's going to be plead to the nuisance and dismiss the other one, or we can just set a trial date today for that day. What you want to speak to him in the breakout room? Because I don't know what the nuisance is about, and I do have a ticket here.
We're going.
Any person who has custody of an animal shall prevent the animal from engaging in nuisance behavior. I mean, he's just restating what the statute says on the ticket. He didn't give any remarks about what the nuisance behavior is. So what do you want to do? You want to set a trial date, or does your client want to set a trial date, Mr. Warbling, or pre-trial date? Or you want to put him in a breakout room?
Your Honor, I mean, I don't mind. I I think we could set it for a bench trial, Your Honor.
All right, let's set it for a trial date. Sir, make sure you bring those documents on that day, sir. Okay? And then I'm gonna ask for an interpreter. Is this Spanish to English?
Yes.
All right. Very well. What's your name, young man?
Adrian Gutierrez.
Adrian Gutierrez. The next time, identify yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, we're going to have you back on December 21st. For trial date. Bring that document, bring those documents. If you need to get updated vaccination records, you need to do that. If you need to get that dog license, make sure you bring that on that day too. Bring all those documents that you showed me.
Okay.
All right? All right, very well. If there's nothing further, you have a great day.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. All right, Mr. Gibson.
Excuse me, am I good to go now?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
You're always good to go. Your dad's good to go.
Okay, thank you.
All right. All right. All right, I called the case of Mr. Maurice Gibson. I'm going to recall that case, City of Detroit versus Maurice Gibson. I have an offer here in the file, and it's to plead to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. Is the driver's license valid now? No. So, sir, you don't have a valid driver's license now. So it's gonna impose an additional 30-day suspension on your license. It will, I'll fine you $240. It's gonna be a misdemeanor. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss all the other matters. Or you got a right to a trial, or you can speak to Mr. Warbling if you want to regarding the specifics and things.
Yes, I'm hoping that the court can recognize that I have an appointment for the Secretary of State, and it was a situation where, as you see, prior to me even catching this new case, I made an attempt to pay off all my tickets and stuff and went to go try to get my license reinstated. But they gave me the runaround and said I had to make a new date to come up there because I went with somebody else. But due to the Secretary of State being
say no more.
Your Honor, I believe he owes money to Southgate that has his license suspended. It's in the file. That's why he just put it in his FTD because he still have, I think it's Southgate or Woodhaven.
Woodhaven?
It was Southgate. I was staying in Southgate. I got put over in Southgate. I paid the tickets off for there as well. In both
Southgate?
I was trying to get my license reinstated.
Lincoln Park, Woodhaven.
Them are places where some of my previous tickets or open tickets.
I'm just looking at your record.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, dang, I know I paid them off.
I don't see anything that
It says suspended, Your Honor. I think it's Southgate.
suspension, but it's effective from 2/14/2020.
But it's most likely it's not paid because they give you if something's not completed, it's an indefinite suspension to it.
Okay.
Your Honor, court reporter here. While you guys look, may I go off record to switch tapes?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well,
As you see, Judge,
hold on a second.
I'm not perfect, but
Hold on a second.
okay.
Let's wait till the court reporter gets back.
Back, Your Honor.
Okay, back on the record. So even if he pays those matters as a speeding ticket, it should be automatically reinstated then.
Right, so I just thought about it, Your Honor, because he really doesn't have a bad record at all.
No.
It's 2-pager. So I would change it from LTD to allowing.
All right, you got a good deal, sir. He's gonna give you an allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. I'll fine you $240. I'll dismiss that immediately upon payment. And that all the other matters will be dismissed.
And it doesn't affect your driver.
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't affect your driving record at all. That's not an abstractable offense.
Appreciate that, Judge. Thank you, sir.
You wanna take that deal?
Yes.
All right. Can you raise your right hand, sir?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. You understand, sir, that the maximum penalty for these misdemeanors are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines, correct?
Yes.
You understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Judge.
Okay, sir, let me draw your attention to March the 4th, 2021 at around 7:55 a.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of Connor and Vermer Street. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, did that police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No, no, Judge.
Where's that? Short story, Mr. Gibson.
Yes, due to COVID being unable to get to
Was your
Secretary of State
license suspended, Mr. Gibson?
Yes, due to my license
That's it.
being suspended.
That's it.
I'm
All right,
sorry.
sir.
Yes, due to my license being suspended. Yes, sir.
All right. The license was suspended. I accept your plea to the amended count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. And I am going to sentence you to a $240 fine. With the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm going to dismiss all the other matters.
We so stipulate, Your Honor.
Okay, and I'm going to waive the warrant fees, but you're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fee. All I'm concerned about today is the $240 though, Mr. Gibson. When can you pay?
I get paid tomorrow. I can make sure I pay that on. I can pay it over line, right?
Yes.
Or should I come in and pay it? I can pay over line.
You can come in and pay it. You can pay it online. You can do it any way you feel best. I think coming in will make it a little quicker. The long line takes a couple days. Oh, but you're not even supposed to be driving. I don't know whether you're going to drive or not. No.
Yeah, I got a my girl.
You got a chauffeur.
Yeah,
you got a chauffeur. So
yes. I'll make sure I get down there tomorrow.
I'm going to put in here September 3rd. So if you don't get it by tomorrow, you got to get it by September 3rd. And then you're going to also have those 2 reinstatement fees, at least 2 reinstatement fees of $45 a piece. That's not a part of this today, but before you go to the Secretary of State, you're going to have all that stuff paid up. All I'm really concerned about is the reinstatement fees.
Yes, Judge. Quick question. Do I pay that reinstatement fee at the Secretary of State when I go down there to see them, or do I pay that at the courthouse separately from this paper?
No, you pay that here.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Yes.
All All right, if there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day.
Thank you, Judge. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. I did find another ticket. All right. I think that'll do it. Thank you, Mrs. Warbling and Mrs. Williams-Law. You can, looks like you may be able to make your appointment.
I am. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm zooming out now.
All right, very well. Have a great day. All right, you too, Mr. Warbling.
Thank you.